Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to show you how to crochet this mini tomato cluster keychain. This pattern is super simple. We'll only be using single crochet and decrease stitches. This pattern is perfect for beginners. Don't forget to subscribe so I have more motivation to make more videos. Let's get started. You can check out the materials used in today's video below. Now, let's crochet the fruit part. I'll be using milk cotton yarn in a lovely medium pink. Feel free to change the yarn color to your liking. I'm using a 2.3mm crochet hook. To start, we're going to make a magic ring. I'm going to wrap the yarn around 2 of my fingers, keeping the short tail on top, so it forms an X on your fingers. Insert the hook under the X shape, positioning it under the short yarn tail and on top of the working yarn. Pull the working yarn under the yarn tail and give your hook a full twist to form a loop. Then yarn over and pull through to chain 1 and secure it. Give it a little tug to tighten the knot. Take your fingers out and gently pull the yarn tail to adjust the magic ring. And that's how I make a magic ring. Next, make 6 single crochet stitches into this magic ring. Here's the first single crochet. Place a stitch marker in the first stitch you just made. Now, let's make the remaining 5 single crochets into the magic ring. Round 1 has a total of 6 stitches. Pull the yarn tail to close the magic ring. Remove the stitch marker from the first stitch. Work a slip stitch into that same stitch to end round 1. And chain 1 to move on to round 2. For round 2, we'll do 6 increases. We'll make a single crochet into the first stitch. Place a stitch marker in the stitch you just crocheted. Do another single crochet into the same stitch to make an increase. That means we'll crochet 2 single crochets into the same stitch. Now, just repeat that and work 5 more increases into the remaining 5 stitches. Round 2 has a total of 12 stitches. Remove the stitch marker from the first stitch. Then, slip stitch into that stitch to close the round 2. Then chain 1 to start the 3rd round. For round 3, make an increase in the very first stitch, the first single crochet. Place a stitch marker in the first stitch you just made. Then, crochet another single crochet right into that same stitch. Now, make a single crochet into the next stitch. Next, make an increase, which is 2 single crochets in the same stitch, into the next stitch. For the next stitch, just do a single crochet. For this round, we'll repeat 1 increase and 1 single crochet 6 times. So for round 3, we have a total of 18 stitches. Take off the stitch marker from the first stitch of round 3. Then, make a slip stitch into that same stitch to finish off round 3. and make a chain 1 to get started on round 4. For round 4, we're going to make 18 single crochets. Put your stitch marker in that first single crochet you just did. So for this round, just make 1 single crochet in every stitch. Take off the stitch marker from the first stitch of round 4. Make a slip stitch into that same stitch to finish off round 4, and make a chain 1 to get started on round 5. For round 5, make 1 single crochet in the first stitch. Put your stitch marker in that first single crochet you just did. In the next stitches, do 1 decrease. Basically, we're combining 2 stitches into 1. Insert your hook into the front loop of the next stitch. Next, swivel your hook and go into the front loop of the adjacent stitch. Then, yarn over and pull through the outer 2 loops on your hook. There are now 2 loops on your hook. Pull the yarn through both loops again to finish the decrease stitch. Next, work 1 single crochet into the next stitch. For the next stitches, make 1 decrease. That means we're combining 2 single crochets into 1. Remember to use the invisible decrease. Next, work 1 single crochet into the next stitch. For the next stitches, make 1 decrease. For this 5th round, we'll repeat 1 single crochet followed by 1 decrease a total of 6 times. So, you should have 12 stitches in total for this round. Take out the stitch marker, then work 1 slip stitch in that same stitch to complete the round. Cut the yarn leaving a long enough tail for sewing, then pull the yarn completely through. Once you're done, stuff the inside with fiber fill. Be sure to stuff firmly and evenly so your piece stays nicely rounded. Sew the remaining opening closed using the yarn tail. To close the opening, just sew into the front loops only. Pass your needle through the front loop of the very first stitch. Then skip 1 stitch, and insert the needle into the front loop of the next stitch. Then skip 1 stitch, and insert the needle into the front loop of the next stitch. We'll repeat this process for the rest of the round. Then skip 1 stitch, and insert the needle into the front loop of the next stitch. Then skip 1 stitch, and insert the needle into the front loop of the next stitch. Then skip 1 stitch, and insert the needle into the front loop of the next stitch. Next, add another stitch to double check that it's secure. We'll weave our needle through these noticeable raised loops here. Gently pull and tighten as you sew, so the hole disappears entirely. Finally, weave the yarn tail inside the piece to hide it out of sight. Sew the green section. Go ahead and cut a generous length of green yarn. We're going to sew along the points of the star here. Look at that! Our cute little mini tomato is all done. We're going to make 2 more using the same process. Let's attach these tomatoes together to form a cluster. For the first tomato, we'll use 2 jump rings. For the second one, we'll use 3 jump rings. And for the last tomato, we'll use 4 jump rings. And now, our mini tomato cluster is completely finished. Happy crocheting, and I hope your project turns out amazing today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.